Yeah,
Iṣẹ́ ọ̀gá iṣẹ́ ọdún
Ayuba,
náà mi ò fẹ́
Ayuba, mute yourself,
wàhálà tó ń
Ayuba.
bẹ̀.
Ayuba, mute yourself. If you are talking at the background,
Ọkọ̀
please mute
pàṣẹ
yourself.
láìpẹ́.
See,
Okay, I will
I
mute
will remove
myself,
you.
but I want to talk. Sorry.
Yeah,
Iṣẹ́ ọ̀gá iṣẹ́ ọdún
Ayuba,
náà mi ò fẹ́
Ayuba, mute yourself,
wàhálà tó ń
Ayuba.
bẹ̀.
Ayuba, mute yourself. If you are talking at the background, please mute
Pàṣẹ
yourself.
láìpẹ́.
See,
Okay, I will
I
mute
will remove
myself,
you.
but I want to talk. Sorry.
Iṣẹ́ ọ̀gá iṣẹ́ ọdún náà mi ò fẹ́.
Ayuba, can you guys still hear me now, right? Wait.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, that's good. So I sent a link, right? A YouTube link to the group. Can you please guys share the link group, the link, so the YouTube link, and see if you are seeing anything. I want to make sure I set up the right thing for the YouTube. Okay, I think I did. So I sent a link. Okay, can you guys see the link I sent? Anybody should click on the YouTube link and see if you are seeing anything. You guys, don't worry, just click on, don't leave the Zoom. Just click on it. And okay, I can see. Perfect. Okay. So guys, so this today, so I'll just, okay, I have to open my camera so you guys can see who is Bola, who is talking. So yeah, can you guys see me? All right, this should be me. Okay, good. Okay, so let me see, choose the speaker. So yeah, so we're going to be doing a lot of things today. Please, I'm begging you in the name of Christ, mute yourself. Please mute yourself. I'm going to remove you if I'm talking at the same time you are talking. I'm going to remove you. So please mute yourself. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, I think I know what to do. I could just do mute everybody. I think that that's you guys are difficult to deal with. So yeah, I'll just mute everybody. So
Yeah, I already want to that.
Mute yourself, please.
I'm trying to, there's a way I can, how does it do that stuff? So okay. Okay, so you guys can unmute yourself now. Yep. Okay, so let's go. So sorry for those of you on YouTube. We are going to be starting now. So we are going to be starting now. Okay, 1 hour. So we're going to be starting now. Okay. I could have given you guys why is my camera so big? Okay, perfect. So we're going to be starting now very soon. So my name is Bola Pius. Okay, so I'm the founder of ESL. So what we do is very, very simple. In ESL, it's just that we try to, like, mentor people that are going for graduate school. That's what we do, going for graduate school. Sometimes perhaps we focus majorly on um US, right? Majorly on US, Canada. But now we have to like make sure we are doing for all countries, right? So next week, for mostly for all countries. So, but the most important thing for you to know what it takes for graduate school. So for those of you on YouTube, please, if there's a problem, let me know. Yeah, please let me know if there's a problem. Problem means that maybe if you cannot hear me very well, the thing is lagging. let me know. Yeah, this is my first time of connecting YouTube to Zoom. Okay, so quick one. Okay, so quick one. This is what we are going to do. So this will be the first webinar. We are going to have up to like 8 series of webinar. We are going to have webinar on MBA. MBA webinar should be next week for those of you that want to apply to MBA. So next webinar will not be for everybody. It will just be for those that want to apply for MBA. So I'm going to be bringing someone from mm, Microsoft that currently at MBA Microsoft company, right? Okay, so for you guys to like expose you guys to like what you need to like apply and everything. And at the same time also then furthermore in April you are bringing someone that is doing this graduate program. Why am I lagging? That is doing a graduate program in Germany. So I need to know why I'm lagging. Sorry. Okay. So oh, so you're not okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, so that's doing this, program in Germany, talking about talking for those of us that want to apply to Germany. We are going to be someone from Australia, someone from like Asia, someone from US, Canada. So I'm going to be, I know because of the light issue in Nigeria and because of data issue. So we don't want to have all this stuff at one weekend. So we're having it once per weekend. So I'm going to get back to you on that, guy. So let's start. Let's start. So let me open my uh slide so we can start. Yeah. Okay. So let me put my slide. We can start. Is it a correct one? Okay. So I need to share my screen first. Uh, PowerPoint. PowerPoint. Uh, share screen. Uh, okay. Slideshow. Okay. So can you guys see my screen? Please. Okay, sorry. I muted you guys already just because guys are stubborn. Well, okay. So if you guys can see my screen, just let me know that you can see my screen. And I need to find a way to see myself so I would know that I'm talking to people. No, I'm not recording any meeting. Okay, so this is good. So I need to make sure that those on YouTube are also seeing my screen. YouTube. I want to make sure those on YouTube are also seeing my screen. So this is good. Okay, you guys can see my screen. Oh, you guys can see the wrong screen. So uh sorry, you guys are seeing the wrong screen. Sure those on YouTube also see my screen. Yeah, you can, but you are seeing what you are not meant to see. You are meant to see the full one, not this one. Oh, this is okay, so I need to move this to this one. Okay. So I just want to make sure you guys are saying the right thing. Yeah, you can, but you are saying what you are meant to say. You are meant to say the full on this one. Okay, sorry to move this to this one. Sorry, zoom on. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let me put this one here. So let me share my screen again now. I'm sorry, guys. This is my first time of, you know. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay, so let me try it again. So let me share my screen. Oh, share screen, desktop 2. I'm sorry, guys. This is my first time. This, okay. Okay, so share screen, desktop two. Sorry, guys. It's okay, so can you guys see the right screen now? Those of you on YouTube, just chat. Let me know the screen you are seeing. Are you guys seeing the full screen? Okay, good. So since you guys are seeing the, so can you guys see the right screen now? Just chat. Let me know the screen you are seeing. Are you guys seeing the full screen? Okay, so let's start. Yeah, so sorry. I wasted you guys' time. Sorry. I want to make sure you guys I protect you guys' data. Okay, so yeah, so let's continue. So today we'll be talking about graduate school application. Then we'll be focusing much on USA, Canada, Europe, and Asia. Okay, so after I'm done with that, I'm going to like take questions. Yeah. Okay, so after I know that, I'm going to take questions. Okay, so USA, Canada, Europe, and Asia. Okay, so welcome to SM Mentorship. Today's objective, understanding graduate education across four major regions, learn application requirement and procedure, discover scholarship and funding opportunities, develop your personalized uh, funding opportunities, right? Personalized application strategy, connect with fellow aspiring, scholars. One thing about ASF is just that your commitment is equal to our commitment to your success. Because the reason I'm saying this is just that some of you just want so in ASF, like I said, first of all, we are not application agents. So which means I don't. Oh, yeah. So, okay. Yes, I've rectified that. Oyikan, sorry, I rectified that. Yeah. So which means you are going to do the work. We provide the guidance. So I don't write, for example, I don't write CV for people. ASF don't write SOP for people. You write it yourself. The best thing we can do is to help you to review it, right? Help you to review to let you know that, oh, this SOP is bad, this SOP is not good enough, you need to make sure you work it this way or that way. Okay, so what is graduate school? An advanced academic degree, right? Beyond bachelor's level. Yeah, that is just the basic meaning of graduate school. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So that is just the meaning of, that is just the meaning of graduate school. When you're having an advanced degree beyond, what's it called? Beyond bachelor's level, where we have master's degree, which is between 1 year to 2 years, depends on the field of study, right? And the country. Don't make the mistake. Depends on the field of study and the country. Then we have a PhD, which is doctoral program. PhD is always between you know, 3 to 6 years. Um, that is totally depends also, on your research and the country you are doing your program. Then we have a professional degree, which is MBA, MPH, MED, JD, and MD. You know, a lot. Wait, can you guys hear me? Oh, okay, thanks. Yeah. So why pursue a graduate school? Yeah, why? Is deep expertise in your field, career advancement, and higher any potential research and innovation opportunities, global network. Do you get? I don't care, please. I'm not. See, don't do graduate school for the purpose of leaving the country, your country. You might blame yourself at the end of the day because it is very hard. It is not something that is easy. It is something that is, you know, extremely hard. So it is always advisable that you go for graduate school when oh, I would like to do more research. I would like to be a doctor and all this kind of stuff. Okay. So Let's compare global education system, comparing 4 major regions, right? We have US is a region on its own. We have Canada, we have Europe, we have Asia. See, the truth is that not everybody will come to the US. That is just the basic fact about it. Not everybody will come to the US, and not everybody will come to Canada, and not everybody will go. Sorry, we go to Canada. I'm not in Canada, I'm in the US. And not everybody will go to the Europe, and not everybody will go to Asia. Take it. So now you now need to ask yourself, based on your profile, based on what you have, and how things are going with you, based on your available resources, which country, which region is the best for you to go to. And the reason why some people stuck for 5 years, 6 years of time is just that, oh, they focus so much on a particular what's it called, region, which is US. And yeah, even if you want to do a PhD in the US, you might start your program by going to masters in Canada, in Europe, in Asia. After your masters, you can move to US for your PhD, or you can do your PhD outside the country, outside another country, right? Then after that, you can now return back to US maybe for your postdoc, for your lecturing job and everything like that. So for US has a very flexible curriculum. Yes, US is the number one country in the world that they have the highest level of research when it comes to funding, grants, you know, research level and everything. In US, the standard master's is 2 years, just two, yeah. While PhD range between 5 and 6 years. So even though if you have masters in your country, you have PhD in your country, as you're coming to the US, they expect you to spend 5 years for your PhD. Yeah. So, but sometimes based on research, your research, your lab, you might be lucky, you might finish your PhD in 4 years based on your department. High tuition cost. I don't think there will be any country in the world that their school fees is higher than US school fees. Yeah. US school fees is extremely high. Yeah. So US school fees is higher. We have some low tuition school. That's why in the US it is always reasonable to get scholarship, funding, or fellowship before you can come to the US to come and study. Because in the US, as an F1 student, international student, which you are F1, you cannot work. You cannot work outside the school. You can only get job within the school, like in form of GA, right? Right? So that is why. So that is why it is always important for US you get funding, and mostly fundings are within PhD. We have very few master's courses that have funding for masters. So I know for economics, they have funding for masters, for geography, they have funding for masters, but mostly in engineering, is possible, but it is hard to get funding for masters, and that's one thing you need to put at the back of your mind. But for other courses, maybe English language, social sciences, you can get funding for masters, yeah. But when it comes to STEM courses, mostly funding, right, comes towards your PhD. Do you get? Okay. OPT, work authorization. So you can be eligible to get an OPT, when you are done schooling, then you can now work normally. Yeah. So for Canada, it's similar to the US, lower tuition fee compared to the US. In Canada, you can do masters between 1 and 2 years, depends on your course. Their PhD is between 3, 4 to 6 years, because Canada sometimes they want to it's not Canada is really their principle a little bit now, but before Canada expects you to have masters before you can do PhD. But in the US, like 90% of the PhD students in the US, they enter through their BSc. Do you get? Because either you come with BSc or masters or PhD, at the end of the day, all of you will use the same time for your PhD. So they are also very research intensive. Good things about Canada is that as a student, you can work while you are studying. They give you the chance to work while you are studying. So even if you have, even if you bring your family, I think your wife can also work. But in the US, your wife cannot work outside the school. You yourself cannot work outside the school when you are still a student, when you are still an international student or non-immigrant. So put that at the back of your mind. For some of you that want to bring all your family to the US when you want to come and study, they cannot work. They will be at home as far as you are a non-immigrant. They will be at home. They cannot work. But in Canada, they can work. I think your wife can work. So Europe, the biological system that you have in different languages, 1 to 2 years for masters. Mostly in UK is 1 year, 3 to 4 years for PhD. Yes, UK is 3 years, but most of them they require you. They require you to. So they require you to like have masters if you want to do PhD in the UK. So they have a very low tuition fee. They have many English program, yeah. Erasmus mobility and Shege travel. So those are the things, those are the benefit you are going to like have. So those are the benefit you are going to like have, right? Good. So Asia, rapid growing for now. Same thing, PhD, yeah. So a lot of government funding, we have it in Asia, especially Hong Kong, right? Cultural emotions, that kind of stuff. So I'm going to talk, one by one about each of them. So let's talk about US. Okay, application process for US, and this is what you need to understand, what you need to know. Research program is C. US is a country that it is difficult to get something if you're not careful. And I'm telling you the fact. US is not easy to enter. Yeah. It's not easy to enter at all. See, one of the guarantees you can have that you might get admission in the US is by June of this year. Application will open by August, September. By June of this year, you should know all the schools you want to apply to, the program you want to apply to, and their requirement. But most of you don't do that. You will keep quiet. You will stay on the group or anywhere you are. Maybe around that November, October, maybe one of your friends now said that, this could give me application fee waiver. Oh, this could give me admission. You now say, can I see apply? No, it doesn't work that way. US has 3,000 plus universities. Yes, you can check your Google. They have 3,000 plus higher institutions. And do you know what is going to take you to even search 500 out of fee to know the school you are going to go to? You're going to take at least 2 or 3 months. Because one thing, there is no course you study in this life that you don't have a school that can take you in, that you don't have a school that can take you in and also give you funding. But the problem is this. The problem you guys have is this. You don't want to put the effort in searching for schools. So most of you guys try to rely on Twitter influencer that, this school is giving application fee waiver. 12 school that you can apply to in the year that will give you funding. 30 school that you can apply to that will give you funding. 55 school that, see, all those things like they are lumber. They are not going to work at the end of the day, because imagine someone posted the school on LinkedIn or on S. 34,000 people will see the tweet, right? Or the post. Imagine 35,000 people applying. How many people are they going to give at the end of the day? That's the question. How many people? At the end of the day, they will not give more than 5 people admission. So why can't you do your own self-search yourself? And these people that is posting this thing, they are only posting based on what they know. Like I said, we have 3,000 plus schools in the US, right? 3,000 plus schools in the US. And someone will post 12 out of it, and you think that's the end of everything. Right? It's not the end of everything. So we should always try to know that. So if you apply by August, this year, right? So make sure you are, so just make sure you are, you should know the school you are going to, prepare everything you need to prepare. So most courses in the US, like I would say, okay, many courses in the US, I won't say most, many courses in the US allow you to submit either GRE or GMAT. So if you are going for MBA, they require you to submit the GMAT. So, but other courses, especially engineering STEM courses, they will ask you to write GRE. If you are in economics, they don't waive GRE for no reason. You must submit GRE or GMAT for economics, or if you are going to anything related to finance, you can.
And as long as you want funding, you must. It's a must for you to it's a must for you to get GRE, please. GRE is, how do you know GRE is very important to the course you're applying to? Very simple. Do the search. Maybe I'll teach you. So there'll still be another webinar where we are going to do live how to search for schools, how to send code email, what are the requirements of sending code. I'm going to do a live setting of that using my own, stuff, right? Now, so if you have searched and you know that, okay, fine. Oh, I have searched 500 schools. Out of these 100 schools, right, 60 require GRE for my course. Let me write GRE. Then you know that between now and October, you can start preparing for GRE. You can, oh yeah. So draft material, 8 to 9 months. See, SOP is hard. CV is very hard. And yeah, so please, very, very important. Okay, so submitting application. So submitting application is always between December. And this, like I said, application opens in August, September, but most school will ask you to submit your application depends on your department by December 1, December 15, January 15, sometimes some few departments. So application deadline is based on department, not based on school. So I think the highest and reasonable one is February 15. After February 15, any school you see that is telling you to submit application, they may not give you for that particular time. So GRE is general required examination. Don't worry, I'm going to explain. I'm just trying to I'm not breaking things down now, right? I'm not trying to just tell you, what it takes to apply. Then you normally receive your decision. Yeah. You normally receive your decision between February to April. So key component, online application school specific portal. Application fees between $50 and $150 per school. Most of the schools in California, they are $150, 100, 150, but some schools 75, 80. So you have to learn. You have to learn how to uh you have to learn how to request for application fee waiver. So yeah, okay. So that's just some department, mostly STEM courses, they will not call you for interview except you're in the medical line, maybe like neuroscience, some courses like that, they might call you for interview, but majorly they don't call for interview in engineering. Yeah. Okay. So academic credential, you need to have at least 4 years bachelor degree. So which means if you are doing a 5 years course in your country, either Nigeria or in your country, right? If you have your 4 years transcript, even your 5th year of your undergraduate, you can apply to graduate school in the US, because what they need is your just 4 years transcript. Then you just need to tell them, right? Engineering don't call for interview, except a particular supervisor want to know you, but admission board don't call for interview. Okay, then you can apply for but let them know that you still have one transcript to submit. Do you get? So they can judge you based on the 4 years 100 to 400 level that you already have when you are your 50 500 level. So official transcript. So in the US, yes, this is where it gets crazy. US require you to have at least minimum of 3.0 to 5 out of 4.0. So in US we use 4.0 scale. So which means in Nigeria or your country, sorry, because I know everybody is not a Nigeria person, so I'm using what in your country. They require you to have upper they require your CGPA to be a second class upper, not lower. Yeah, good. So okay, now this is the problem, and you guys should listen to this part very well. School has their own general requirement. One, right? Two, department has their own requirement. So because school tells you that, because you see it on in the school portal that is 3.0 minimum CGPA, and you have 3.01, yes, some department will not tell you, okay, for our own, you need to have 3.5. Yes, I've seen the department that told me that, a lab that told me that I cannot enter their lab until my CGPA is 3.8/4. Is just okay. I think my CGPA, my undergrad is 3.86 or 3.89. I can't remember. Yeah, they will tell. It's like they will tell you And you will see that they will not be telling you that, oh, average people that they have already given admission for, right, is 3.4 over 4. Can you see? 3.4 for department, but 3.0. So you need to know what is the department requires CGPA, not just the school. Because the reason why most of you will not get admission sometimes, right? Who is writing something on my stuff now? Please, that person should clean that thing. You wrote something in red color. Can you please clean it? It's going to affect those on YouTube. Yeah. Please. Can that person please, nobody should write on what I'm doing. Very, very important. Please don't write on what I'm doing. Yeah. It's wrong. Okay. People are on YouTube and you guys are disturbing what they are saying. Okay, thank you. You have removed it. Yeah. Okay, uh so when it comes to transcript, Olayinka wrote to me, that's from YouTube. What they require for just your unofficial transcript. Yeah, unofficial transcript. Yes, your unofficial transcript. So what the size of yeah. So they can waive it. A lot of school waive it because especially for Nigerians, right? They waive it for us because they assume that our we are being lectured, we are being talked to and everything, Yeah. In English. Okay, so let me continue. So please know the department CGPA requirement, not just the school. So why they go as high as my program in my school, that I've seen so far only take for class student, even though the school say 3.0. So which means, please, Olawale, you are the one doing that thing. Please stop it. So even though the school says 3.0, my mind say that no, it's 3.5 minimum. So can you see the gap between them? So please know. GRE general test, right? Okay, it's becoming a lot of optional now for people. So also I'll tell you how to know this later in the next meeting. Don't worry. I don't want to, like I said, I want to be very far because of your data. So in the US, they expect you to have 80 to 100. Minimum. Some school accept 75. Yeah. TOEFL, if they want to write to, if they request TOEFL from you. Standard of purpose is 2 pages, but some school will tell you just a page, right? Just a page, that they want a page SOP. Okay, that is good. Resume or CV, writing samples. So, STEM people don't write writing samples. Only humanities and social science write writing samples. Do you get? For portfolios, for people, they add design architecture. Yeah, but for those people, it's STEM, it's just your SOP. Okay, so in the US fund you through 4 major ways, right? Teaching assistantship. So you teach in a school, you teach a student in the lab, mostly in the lab, right? And they pay you for that, even though you are doing your research. And also, they have research assistantship. Do you get? Where you work directly with the supervisor. You work directly with the supervisor in the lab, the grant, they pay you through the grant. So that way you don't need to teach to get paid. Do you get? We have fellowship. Fellowship. So see, you have to be very careful when it comes to fellowship. So we have merit based. So merit based that will tell you, oh, we waive your school fees. Please don't be happy. There's cost of living. Or we give you 40% deduction of your school fees. Don't be happy. Don't forget, you can't work and study the US. You can't work outside school and study the US. So please be looking for full funding. Yes. So if you have a fellowship means that you don't need to TA. You might even choose not to do, yeah, you don't need to TA. Your fellowship is coming from a particular place. So external scholarship, which I don't think we have it so much in Nigeria, but we have it a lot in other countries in Africa. Fulbright foreign student scholarship. Yeah. If you get this one, you come to the US for your PhD, for your master, but when you are done, you have to leave the country. You have to leave the US. Government scholarship up countries. We have some country except Nigeria. We have some country like India, some country that they are China, that when you get admission, we may have something like that in Africa. I don't see what I don't know. So I don't know about it, right? That if you have admission, so graduate fellowship, SHISM is when it can be a company or an alumni of that, of that department can just give a fellowship to maybe the 5 students every year, the top 5 students when they give them admission. So fellowship is always between a year. After a year, they have to return you back to teaching assistantship or research assistantship. But some fellowship can go as high, right, as 2 years. Yeah. Yeah, but highest I've seen is 2 years. You have to return back to TA or RA. So one thing that's very important here you have to understand is that, so okay, I know we like money, yeah, but so stipend can be as low as 1.5 and can be as high as even 4,000. So it all depends on the cost of living of the state or the city your school is. The person that is collecting 1.5 per month will live the same life with you that are collecting 3,000 per month, because the Wi-Fi can be paid as low as $250 per month on house rent, and the person that collecting can be paid as high as $1,700 on house rent. And do you get? So please, you know I'm saying, everybody, some of you will get to applications of time, and you have be saying, this money is much, this money is much. There's no money that is much. Oh. Okay. If the bill eats your money, you know that someone that's collecting 2,000, you guys collect 3,500. You guys are collecting the same thing at the end of the day. Yeah. So the reasonable way is that apply to 6 to, I always tell people apply to 10 programs. But if you cannot get application fee waiver, because in Nigeria now 10 programs is going to cost like 1.2 million or 1.3 billion. Oh yeah, so I don't think early average student in Nigeria, graduate Nigeria has that kind of money, right? So you should learn. I'm going to teach you how to like request for fee waiver. If you get it, apply to 10 schools. If not, apply to the one your power can carry. Research faculty at their works. I'm going to do a webinar on this. Contact potential advisor. I'm going to do a webinar on this. This by first week of April. We are going to do it because you should start doing it by April 15th upward. So statement of purpose also, there will be a webinar on it. Letter of recommendation is always, I'm going to teach you guys on this one also. So, but these are the things you need to like find a way to submit now. Try to look for people that can write it, letter of recommendation for you. You get the point. And I'm sorry for those of you on YouTube. We have a lot of members, So because of that, I know you are my Zoom can only take 300 people, and currently now we have 300, so nobody can join the Zoom again. So that's a problem. I'm so sorry for that, and I promise you, I'm going to provide all the help I can provide for you guys, all the help, including make sure you guys always, get our webinar notification. I'll be posting it maybe 24 hours before on that same platform. I'll keep on reposting on it. Okay. So please, by now you should be talking to the professors, your lecturer that would like to write a letter for you. Let them know you want to apply by August, Okay, so student visa is between, okay, you don't need to talk about this for now. Okay, so let's talk to Canada. Yeah, I want to use exactly 1 hour, then we can talk. We can ask questions. So for Canada, right? So Canada is similar to the US. Application is always between to the US between December, March deadline. So they're always different. You have to be very careful. So you need to search. When you come to Canada, you need to learn how to search for Canada. Please search the Canada system. Please search. You're very important. Please search. Yeah. So programs are rolling admission based, which means that you can apply. So rolling admission means that rolling application means that you can apply at any time of the year. Once there's a slot, they'll give you admission and you will come. Yeah. And Canada has a very particular issue. So you have to search their website because they will tell you have to apply between January to March if you want for the same thing with US. If you want funding, please don't make it. So yeah, direct investment application, no common application. So it's always the same thing. But like I told you before, when they come to Canada, you can work outside school. I think your spouse can also work, right? But in the US, you cannot. So in the US, you rather get teaching assistantship in terms of funding, RA in terms of funding, or you have fellowship, or else, or so in the US, so I'm GRE Quant strategies from YouTube. In the US, the 100% chances for direct BSc to PhD, but in Canada, no. At least Canada wants to do masters for at least few schools, just very few schools now. They are allow you to apply with PhD, BSc to PhD, but it's very few. But they want you to have a master's before. But the sweet part of Canada is just that if you have a master's admission, they are going to give you funding. Yeah, so they're going to give you funding. Yeah. Oh, let me see. Okay, they're going to give you funding. Okay, sorry, I don't know what's wrong with that. So this is but this is one unique aspect of Canada that you need to know. For scholarship, they want you to have a supervisor, because when you are submitting your application document, right? Some school will tell you you need to submit a supervisor, professor approval to supervise you. Yes, before they can give you admission. Yes. So, so that's why Canada is very. Canada have few schools compared to the US. So you have to learn how to search. You have to send code email to them, that kind of stuff. Then if they have funding, okay, I have funding. Yeah. And I think and I think people say they have fast immigration pathway compared to the US. Yeah. Okay. So for Canada application, it's the same thing with the US. 4 years, 3.0, 4.0, same thing. Same thing, GRE not often required. So in Canada, they don't really require GRE in Canada. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe a few schools share, but most schools don't require GRE in Canada. So, but one thing that very applicable to Canada is IELTS or TOEFL. Hey, Canada will want you to write it, especially IELTS, please. So, if you are going to Canada, prepare to write it. And they have PT, but I don't think we can write PT in Africa. I'm not really sure. Like, yeah. So they have the same application stuff exactly like US, letter of recommendation, resume, research proposal, blah 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 blah. Yeah, all this kind of stuff. So, but additionally, the supervisor acceptance letter is very important for some programs, for many programs, that a supervisor has already agreed to work with you. That is only the basis where they can give you admission and also give you funding. It depends. So don't apply to Canada blindly. You might not get admission, you might just waste your money. Did fully funded cover visa? No, 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 no. Fully funded just cover stipend alone. Visa is on you. Travel is on you. Same thing as US. Yeah. So okay. So I'll talk about UK. Don't worry. So Canada funding. So Canada has a lot of funding also. So that's all research grant. You know, they have teaching assistantship, and they have a lot. Valia Canada Graduate Scholarship, 50,000 per year for PhD, Ontario Student Scholarship. They have home country program scholarship. They have off campus after 6 months of study. You can work off campus after 6 months of study. So if you are doing PhD after your 6 months there, you can start working outside, for 20 hours per week, I think. Okay, so they have progress work permits up to up to like 3 years. Yeah. Okay. So Canada, so like I said, the same thing also apply. Like I've told you guys, the same thing apply to anything I've talked about US also apply to Canada. But very, very important, please. Funding availability is very important. Don't just apply to school blindly, except you have the money to pay. Yeah. So GRE requires already. So it all depends. Some schools give you funding as your letter is coming. Some people will give you admission first. They will not tell you should apply for funding. So it all depends on their own system. Yeah. It depends on their own system. They have different system. Each school have their own system. It's only the US that they have a very strict and single system. If you apply for PhD and you are given admission, your funding is coming with the admission, except for few departments that will tell you, oh, you have an admission now, go and look for an advisor, you're going to fund it yourself. Yeah. So, yeah. So this is just everything about Canada. So let's talk about Europe. Europe is diverse, accessible, and affordable. Okay. So application for Europe open between November and February every year, right? Not like, can you see it's different from US that open in August, so that one is November. The deadline is always between March and May because they normally resume in UK, Europe every September of every year, sometimes May, depends. So some program have spring intake, especially Germany, they can ask you to come in spring, which is May. So they have October deadline. So admission platform for so studying in Europe is very, very not straightforward like US and Canada. You have to learn how to like search, read news. Studyportal.com is one of their best search engines you can use, or university portal, right? Okay, so key countries and future UK except from Europe post Brexit. Yeah, so UK has 1 year masters. Yeah, just 1 year, not two. But UK don't give funding for masters, and they don't even have funding for PhD. So don't make the mistake. Only few schools have funding for PhD in UK. Few schools, few departments, not even school, few departments in few schools. So for Javelin, they have free tuition in Javelin, they have technical excellence. So Javelin, you can get scholarship like that scholarship, DAD, that DAAD scholarship. Then yeah, France low tuition. So you can go to France, you can go to France, even though if you don't have scholarship, do you get the tuition is very low to pay, right? And you can also work. I think you can work there, on the lumps. Do you get? So and all these Nordic countries, they have free tuition and high quality of life. So there are a lot of countries you can go to in Europe that they want you to come and study with them free of charge. You know, free of charge without stress. Just come and study with us. We are going to take care of you. Okay. So for Europe, original requirement, you have the same thing, bachelor degree, same thing. So bachelor degree, same thing. When it comes to Europe, your transcript evaluation. Now, this is issue of Europe. Some of them will ask you to evaluate your transcript to what they want, to what they can interpret. GRE is hardly required in Germany, in Europe. I don't think there's any school in Europe that requires you to go and write GRE. But also, English proficiency exam is very important, like TOEFL or IELTS. Yeah. But anything in Europe, they prefer IELTS more than TOEFL. So Germany program, we have tester, DHL, or job certificate, French program. No, we don't need this one. So application material, you motivation letter, CV in Europass format. This is the problem. Now, there's difference between Europe CV system, CV format, and US Canada CV format. So US use Europe use Europass format. You have to put your picture. You have to put. It has a very funny format like this. You want to see your picture on your academic CV. Okay, so someone said that I know, guys, Zurich is like, I don't consider Zurich as European schools, even though they are European schools. They are one of the best schools in the world now. So, yeah, it's possible. Yeah, you are right. So, for ETH Zurich, yeah, I think they require GRE, according to someone from the, yeah, copy of your passport, Australia does not require GRE, yeah. Proof of finance, all this kind of stuff. So, there now, for US, if you are fully funded, they don't require you to like drop maybe financial support, proof of fund. But for this country, when you are applying, they might require you to like apply for it, something like that. Okay, so for funding opportunity, let's go to funding opportunity now. So Erasmus modules is one of the easiest, sorry, not easiest, one of the most popular funding for Europe, joint masters, which means at least you're going to study two to three countries, either Italy and Spain, Italy, Brazil. Depends on the course you are doing, right? Yeah, and I think it's not easy to get. Yeah. So if you get it, tuition, living, stipend, and even they will pay for your travel. Yeah, yes. So we have yeah, we have some funding from European universities. I have a friend that currently in Italy. Is the school that gave him funding to come and study. The school, the department, right? So we have university funding also. Do you get? Then we have, so this is, sorry, Erasmus. So we have country-specific scholar, that is DAD. That scholar, that is Germany, right? Okay. We have Chevron scholar, which is UK. So if you are going to UK and you want full scholarship, try to check, Chevron scholarship on Google and read more about it. Yeah, it's also tough. I don't know when it's going to come out. Then we have LFL SLS scholarship, which is France. Also, I have someone that used that thing before. Please also check it. We have Holland scholarship, Netherlands, £5,000. Sorry, this euro. Hey, Jesus, I don't know sign for money. I think that should be euro. Yeah, I think that should be euro, right? So I did say Erasmus is easiest, is most popular, right? Most popular. Okay. Okay. So 5,000 euros. So we have Swedish Institute scholarship. Do you get? So So sometimes we have university scholarship, merit-based tuition waiver. So some schools, after they give you admission, right? After they give you the admission, they are going to, waive your school fees. Oh, don't worry, tuition waiver. So they just come and study. Then when you get there, you can get campus job. Maybe, I don't know, maybe off-campus job where you can now try to pay your own living expenses. So these are the things you can look for in Europe, merit-based scholarship waiver. But for your feeding, for your house rent, for everything, you can now pay for your do work and then pay for your leave. Then we have excellent scholarship also that you can also get. So that's okay, fine. Oh, you submit you apply with a first class, you are very good in your application. Oh, okay, this is a top student. You know, let us try to give this student, full scholarship, and every month we should be giving this student £500, €500, every month to support his stuff. That can be from school. Like I said, I have someone currently studying in Italy, and I think that's what the guy is on. Then, so cost advantage, right? Public university in Germany, their school fees can be low money to like €1,500, right? Per year. Do you get? So Nordic countries, go and check it. They have free tuition. Do you get? Yeah. France, for public schools, their school fees can be low as 243 to like 601. But like I said, to me, when you want to pick a school, when you want to go to a country, try to know what is the life after school in that country. How can you navigate yourself? How can you get a job? Okay. Okay. If you want to go back to your country, why not? You can study, but okay, I would like to stay abroad. Okay. Did they have good, post-school? Did they have good post-school journey, post-graduation journey? How easy it is, how complicated it is. Very, very important. So those are the things you also want to know about schools, about a country before you choose to school there. Okay, so for application, when it comes to DAD, I think it's majorly work is good for those people in STEM. Yeah. Okay, post-study work visa, UK 1 year masters, PSA visa 2 years, higher course, Netherlands is English friendly, Nordic high quality life, and you don't pay school fees. Yes. So when it comes to scholarship, you have to apply early for scholarships. You have to understand, molecular process, how did they some country will tell you to go and do some evaluations, submit police report, submit this report, go out to your country in Abuja, go and do something. Sorry for those of people in Nigeria. Abuja is the capital of Nigeria. Do you get? So all this might take a lot of processes. So you need to start on time. Consider living costs. Yeah. Can you afford to pay the living costs even if you are working? If they allow you to work, can you pay living cost? Yeah, like what you are going to be getting after working, it will be enough for you to pay your living costs and expenses. Okay, so Schengen and travel benefits. Yeah, sometimes you may easily get Schengen to travel to other European countries. Yeah, so work while study. Sometimes they can give you 10 to 20 hours per week to work while study, something like that. Yeah, so yeah. So these are just things about European application and their own benefit they get. I think the major benefit is just that they are cheap. You can work while you are studying. Uh, I think that's just the major advantage of European schools, right? But when it comes to research interns, quality of research, I don't think they average up to US and Canada. Okay, so let's talk about Asia. So the only thing about Asia is just Hong Kong. Hong Kong is one of the best places to study in Asia. Hong Kong is one of the best places. Yeah, you can study in Asia, right? So for Hong Kong, and I think I always laugh when people say some things, right? When it comes to stipend, money they pay you, I think Hong Kong pay the highest money. Yeah, the highest money. So if you are lucky, Singapore is uh, it's not easy to enter. Yes. So Asia country is not easy to enter. That's why you hardly see people say that they are studying Asia country. They are not easy to enter. Yeah. So Hong Kong is very hard to enter, especially if you want to apply to HKUST scholarship. No. It's very hard to get. They only take first class student, and they even require you to have a master's before you can apply. See, you have to have papers and BSc for it to be considered for HKUSTV scholarship. Yes, but they require you to have masters and paper for you to apply. Yes, yeah. Their funding is up to as I have $45,000 per year. Yeah, like US dollar per year. Yeah. So China, we have, yeah, China is also good, but you know it's a very high population country. So maybe getting scholarship there might be a little bit difficult because they have their own citizen. Yes. So Japan, Tokyo, Kyoto is one of the most best country you can go to, but I don't know how easy to get admission in that kind of country. Yeah. So South Korea. Yeah, I know a lot of Nigerians are going to South Korea, but the issue about South Korea is just that their money is not high in exchange compared to dollar, compared to other currency. Yeah. I remember that time when I got a place in to work. I think the person was saying that the money I'm going to pay me that every month when I come back to Nigeria money is around 250,000 naira. Eh? How I said I'm not going. I said I'm not going, I'm not going, I'm not going, I'm not going. And that money, the money is around something 300,000 something their currency. You know. When I convert it to naira, it's around 250,000 naira. Say, no, I'm not going. So yeah, so their money can be, when it comes to exchange rate, their money can be small. Yeah. Okay. Compared to your country currency, yeah. But what they are paying you is enough, it's enough, it's enough for you to survive there, to live normal life there. So someone said on the group that Japan is very hard to enter, very, very hard, that you need supervisor and paper. See, paper is very important in all these Asian countries. Yeah. They don't joke with paper. They want you to they want you to have publications and you have at least masters. Yeah. Asia code is not easy to enter. If you don't have publication, you don't have masters. Okay. So admission method is also direct, university application, country scholarship portal, something like that. Professor contact is crucial in Asia country. Can you see? Contact is crucial, especially for a research program. The professor is saying that yes, I want to take you, I want you to work with me. Then they will send the letter when you're applying. You can attach the letter to your application to show that someone's already there to say. Yeah, interview are more common than Western country. They like interview. They have to call you for interview. I think I did 3 interview for Hong Kong. There around 3 a.m. Nigerian time. I used to wake up 3 a.m. for the interview because of the time difference. So yeah. So Asia application requirements. Same thing with bachelor, can you see? 3.5 preferred. They don't joke with high CGPA. Asia, they like high CGPA students. Yeah. And it is very funny that the Asia, they even use the ranking of your school in your country. I'm serious. They want to pick you if your school is between 1 to 5 or worst 1 to 10. After that, I don't think they really want to I don't think they want to pick you. If your school is around 15, your school, because they will check to know your school ranking. They pick based on school ranking and also based on CGPA because they know if your school is very good, yeah, they trust the CGPA you are bringing to them. So GRA often require you top programs. Yes, I was saying it before, 1 or 2. Yeah. So English program also IELTS, local language, ASK for Chinese, GIP for Japanese. So yeah. Okay. So for application material, research proposal very important. Now, you have to write a research proposal. Submit 10 years, submit 15 research proposal page, submit 10, submit 8, depends on the school. Detailed CV, publication list. Can you see? When we have been talking since, application requirement, there's no publication list. But now when we get to Asia, publication is very important. So this is one of the reasons why people don't go to Asia from Africa. Because how many people have publication during their BSc program? Only few. When I do BSc, you have publication. Most of you only publish few people only publish their final year project. Only few. Most people don't publish, right? Okay. Yeah. Uh, so unique requirement interview, yes, they like interview a lot. Health certificate, police clearance. Can you see? Police clearance. They don't joke with police clearance. Asian, no, you have to go and collect and submit it to them. Okay. notarized document common. So this one has a lot of stress. Less money but more stress. Because I remember that time they have to use to go to Abuja to go and sign one thing in Abuja. But imagine you are staying in Port Harcourt or in Lagos and you have to go and sign one document in Abuja. Yeah, that's how you will sign document up and down. Okay, so Asia funding, like I already said it. Yeah, MEST scholarship, Japan. Hey, if you get it, you have made it in life. It's very hard to get. Yeah, extremely hard to get. They pay you 144,000 UA per month plus tuition. They waive your tuition, right? Korea, yeah, full funding. Singapore funding. All companies fellowship scheme. This is sweet. 27 HK dollar per month. They say you will live a good life there with this kind of money. So the next specific merit award, so the for to come to lab as industrial partnership, government research grant, accommodation support. Yeah, I think for here also you have accommodation support. I think I think you don't pay for accommodation at all. Insurance included, living stipend, travel allowance. I think if you are doing PhD, they'll give you. I think if you are doing master self every year, I think they are going to book your flight back to your country and return back. Book your flights back to your country and return back once a year. So those are the benefits of studying in Asia or Europe. When in the US, nobody book your ticket. So yeah. Okay, so you have to search all this thing yourself. I mean the US. So yeah, Hong Kong, search everything yourself. Yeah. For Hong Kong, you need supervisor. I won't lie to you. China, you need supervisor. Singapore, you need supervisor. Japan, you need supervisor. South Korea, you need all of them, you need supervisor. All the Asians, you need supervisor. You have to keep on messaging supervisor. I want to work with you. This is my CV. I have 55 paper. Okay, so for Saudi Arabia is not easy also, but also and Saudi Arabia has a lot of grants, right? You can just reach out to, I think the most popular Saudi Arabia school that I know it is Khalifa something school. Uh, uh, I think it's one of the most popular schools that give everybody grant now. Yeah, fund now. Yeah. God bless you. Yeah, Khalifa something. Yeah. So Khalifa, yeah. So yeah, that's it. You're right. Yes, Khalifa. Khalifa's Cake Saudi University of Science and Technology. God bless you. Yeah. But if you want to go to Saudi Arabia, please search it. Okay, Saudi University of Science and Technology. Yeah, I think they are growing so much especially in AI, machine learning, AI, and engineering. They are growing high in research there, and they lead students from different parts of the country to come and do research with them. So you can apply, you also get it. But like I said, any school you are going to, please try to know their life after school. Very, very important, right? You don't want to finish schooling, Khalifa University in Qatar. You don't want to finish schooling, then you now stuck. Yeah, please know the life after that. I won't talk about after anything. So, okay. So let's talk about, so these are the major things we have talked about, different regions, right? So let's talk about scholarship strategy. They're very important. So, yeah, when it comes to scholarship, right? We have many base scholarship. Please, if it's in the US, avoid many base scholarship, please. So many base means that your school fees is $60,000 and they are giving you 30,000 out of it. And why do you want to see the remaining? Yeah, so that's the problem, please. And you can see competitive application process, full or partial. So if you are coming to the US, have please try to make sure you are getting full scholarship. If you are coming to the US, make sure you are getting full scholarship. Yeah. So censorship, I've talked about TA. I think I've talked about all this scholarship, have you? Yes, I've done. Yeah. So major scholarship program. So if you're not in Nigeria, you can check Fulbright. Yeah. Yeah, you can check it out. I've never seen Nigeria in Fulbright before, but they said Nigeria apply for Fulbright, but I've never seen them before in the US. But you can share for Fulbright. You can use Fulbright to go to Canada or Fulbright is basically in the US. When CGS is Canada, university, you can check for Erasmus module, that scholarship, Chevy scholarship, Swedish Institute scholarship. Please, this is the most highest scholarship in the world. Swedish something like this. It's very high. The money they pay is very high, but cost of living is also very, very high. in that particular area. So for Asia, check for CSC scholarship, MEST scholarship, SIGA flight for Skillcom, Okon PhD fellowship, that is HKPF. If you get Okon, you are settled for the time of your stuff. So we have a lot of scholarship you can apply for, World Bank scholarship, Commonwealth scholarship. Yeah. There's another scholarship that's very common like this. What's the one this Queen of England? Queen Elizabeth something something. I think that one. Yeah, we have some scholarship, right? Yes, God bless you, Mastercard. So you can also share for Mastercard scholarship. And we have some scholarship that's only meant for female alone. They are gender-based scholarship. So for those of you that are female, you can also share for that kind of scholarship. They are, yeah. Yeah, good. So Nigerians, you guys can check Fulbright scholarship. I'm serious. But like I said, Fulbright, when you are done, you are required to return back to your country. You must return back to your country. If you like stay 10 years, you have to return back one day. That's only where they know that you have completed your program. You have to return back to your country. But yeah, so Fulbright is very good scholarship also, and it's majorly made for African developing countries, Africa and some country in Asia. I've seen some of them Bangladesh or something like that there. Okay, so this is one of the best way you can do. Yeah, I talking about sharing scholarship. This is one of the best way. Okay, research opportunity 12 to I think I've told you, right? Research opportunity, multiple deadline and requirement. Please start early. Very important you start early. Know where you want to apply to early. I've talked about that. Show how you contribute to society and field. Yeah, so I was going to talk about that. Don't worry. In SOP. Tell your unique story. So these are SOP. I'm going to give you guys SOP stuff. So I need to talk about that. Okay. So I'm still going to talk about this when it comes to sense of purpose. Don't worry, I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about this on the webinar. Yeah. Okay, so building a competitive profile, maintain a strong CGPA, very important. Take challenging courses in your field. Okay, not really. Except your major courses. Yeah, very, very important. Yeah, this is where the problem is. So now you apply for economics. Let me explain. You apply for economics. You have second class upper, but the mathematics related economics course that you did in your undergrad, you score D in them. You may not get admission low. Because in Western country, economics is basically mathematics, pure calculus courses. So now in your undergrad, you already failed or have carryover and you redo uh the mathematics courses that you did in your undergrad, like in economics, or you may not want to get that. But imagine someone studying mechanical engineering and you're having D in fluid mechanics, D is strength of material. So it may be very hard for them to see you as even though you finish with 2-1, they may not consider you because that your core courses that hold the breadth of your department, you don't pass them. So in order you are going to be passing borrowed course, elective courses. If you now feel your main courses and you want to get admission, it may be hard also. And so I know some of you have 2-2, right? 2-2. I would advise you if you have 2-2 and you really want to force to apply to US or Canada, try to do West evaluation of your result. It's very expensive. It's like $285 to do. Yeah. If not, change your route to Europe. God bless you. Okay, so everybody has research experience, and this is one of the issues all of you should always miss. Everybody has research experience. As long as you graduate and you do final year projects, you have research experience. Except you contract it to all these people in the photocopy machines place. Yeah, still get everybody have a research interest. Summer research, even your IT, if you work it depends on the way you do your internship, right? You can also say that you have research interest, research experience. So publication and conference presentation also is very good. Independent thesis research or thesis is very good. So these are your research experience that you want to put in your SOP and your CV when you want to package yourself. Please don't lie. Yes. What you don't have, don't tell them you have it. Yeah. They will know in one way or the other. Either after admission or before admission, they will know and they will catch you and it's worst. I know a Nigerian that came to the US. Yes. So He already resumed. Yeah, in 2022, he moved to the US, he resumed to the US, right? That is where they noticed that the SOP is submitted, he copied it online. He already moved to the US, resumed to the school. They terminated his studentship. They sent him back to Nigeria. I'm not joking. Yeah. And also at that time, it's not, this one is not from, I think it's from Kenya. He said he can use some software, maybe like Microsoft, some softwares, Then he resumed. He put him on was it Microsoft PowerPoint? That he cannot even do common PowerPoint. The person asked him to leave his lab. So don't lie, please. Don't lie. Yeah. Yeah. Integrity is very important when you're applying. Just try to know these are my strengths, these are my weaknesses. Okay. So let me focus my SOP on my strength. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I've told you guys. Reply to what? Wait, he didn't ask any question. Cornelia Grace, did he ask a question? He can ask a question again, Cornelia Grace. Because he said, can we get a reply? And I can't see that you ask a question. Oh, sorry. Oh, no. I'm confused with Cornelia Grace by your comments. Yeah, so sorry. I'm trying to replace. Okay. So, yeah, GRE and GMAT 3 to 6. So, for those of you that want to write GRE, ASF also have a GRE preparation group that will prepare you guys. We prepare, like we have tutor class that they will tell you, okay, answer questions. It's like an interactive class, please. Yeah, you can send me a message later if you want to join. It's very hard to join the group. I'm not joking. Currently, now we have 70. Well, this 70 people in the group. For you to know how hard to join that group. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I wish our timeline. I've already told you. I think I already explained everything about the US, Canada. Common application mistake to avoid. Don't worry. We'll talk about that one. So what I'm just to avoid just that you are making your research late. You are searching for school late. You are searching for school when other people already, when your friends are not getting admission, when you're not trying to start your own school. You don't do your thorough searching very well before you start apply. You are following online if academic application influencer, 10 school that can give free funding, 5 school that can give free funding. Scholarship that are available in the US, they will mention 5 schools, 12 schools. You want to go apply there without doing your research. You are deceiving yourself. Then they don't know what they are saying. I can say it. They don't know what they are saying. They are just saying based on they want people to follow them. They want people to especially Twitter. They pay you based on comment, based on engagement. So because of that, they just try to say something that is not really correct. You instead of you to do your research, you carry your application, your money, you start applying, and then of the day they will give you rejection. I'll be blaming. Yeah. So poor communication with the department is also very bad. Yeah, not preparing for interview is very bad. So we have, yeah, okay. So if you search for Achievers Scholar Forum on YouTube, that's like a school channel. Sorry, is it school channel? Jesus, that is like the ESF like YouTube channel. You can find a lot of video that we have recorded before about interview. What are the questions they will ask you for interview? How to prepare for interview? All this kind of stuff. Jesus. How can we get a reply? I don't know what you are saying, yo, Cornelia Grace. Okay, so your actual plan for today start this week. You try to start. Okay, so if you really want to, for those of you that join my YouTube channel, you will see a video I did there on how to search for schools, pure way. But like I said, you don't need to like bother yourself. If you don't want to watch it, don't worry. I'm going to pick a time also. I'm going to do another section for 1 hour on how to search for schools, how to reply code email, how to send code email, how to request permission fee waiver, what are the best way to. I can search. I'm not joking. I'm not lying. I'm serious. Yes. I can search for schools at least 100 schools in a day from morning to night, not in the, yeah. There's a way I do that is very easy for me. Like, yeah. Okay. So this week, do assessment of yourself, how to know, join ASL community platform. No, we are already filled up in the group. I don't think I have to add anybody to ASF now because we have almost like 7 people on YouTube and we have very little space. I don't know. I might see add people, share, but I'll think about it. Yeah. Okay. So, like I said, one of the best for those of you that want to apply to the US and Canada, between now and June, you should know the school you apply to. That's why I say by next week or in 2 weeks' time, I should tell you how to search for schools. Yeah. Okay, so this is how ESL is going to support you. For those of you that join ESL, this is how ESL is going to support you. Regular one-on-one guidance, like you are the one you are having with me now, you have with different mentors. Arbitral strategy development, program selection advice, timeline management, state of purpose feedback. Oh, okay. We help you to review your CV. Can I drop it on now? Oh my Jesus, I can't understand. Yeah, like you can. On Oyi Koro to me, you can ask your question. So we can help you to these are the best way to draft the email. You can help to check your email drafting, take prediction guidance. We are helping you writing workshops. Yeah, we're going to do that. Mock interviews. Yeah, we're going to do that. Scholarship application support. Hey, we don't know yet. We are going to give you guys money to apply for school. Okay. Peer support groups, alumni network access. Yeah, group webinar and question and answer. Yeah, success story and inspiration. Yeah. So this is how to search for schools. Gradschool.com, findmaster.com, study portal. So the first three is for UK and Asian. Yeah. Majorly for US and Canada, we use usnews.com. I'll tell you how to use it. Yes. So yeah. Okay. So let me. I'm sure guy. If you really, yeah, education yes is very big. I'm part of their scholar. When I was in Nigeria, yeah, part of their scholar. So help scholar. Yeah. So they have the best information ever in the world when it comes to application, both for undergrad and undergrad. Yep. Okay. So thank you. Question and answer time. So let me see face of people. Let me see people's face. Okay. Sorry guys, I've left you guys for a long time. Okay, I'm back now. So I'll pick a question from both. I'll be doing so. We have just 30 minutes, 15 minutes for question, please. Like I said, I'm a very considerate person. Your data is very important, and also your battery, your battery. You guys are using light and everything. Okay, so what are the chances that IELTS and TOEFL can be waived? Yeah, sure. So if your country is an English speaking country, right? If your what's it called? If your stop is English speaking country, right? It's very important. You might waive it for you. We have a lot of students that waive IELTS and TOEFL for Nigerians because the Nigerians they have demonstrated that okay, our courses has been taught. My course, my a lot of we have been, our official language is English language, so they can waive it for you. Yeah. So I applied to 20 schools in the US on my own. I think I only submit TOEFL to like two. I wrote TOEFL, but I submitted to those two schools. The remaining 18, they told me they didn't need the TOEFL, but I submitted my GRE. Okay, so they can waive it. Yeah, you will see it on their website. You can waive it. To be honest, you will see it on their website that TOEFL, blah blah blah, blah except for the exception this country and Nigeria is always part of those countries. For conference presentation, I have one, but someone mentioned that I should have recorded the. No, you don't need to record it now. Just put it. You don't need to record it. I don't know your department. That is Oyinkan was your department. Yeah, so yeah, you don't need to record it. As long as you can prove it, you don't need to record it. Yeah. It is better you work with only with design you can't for remote. Please, no. You can't do remote job in the US, please. Remote job in the US is considered full-time job, and you are not meant to work in the US. But for those school that give you 10 to 20 hours, I think you have to get the job within them, within the city or something like that. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really know much about remote jobs, so I don't want to give you a wrong answer. Yeah. So for computer science, to be honest, skills matters a lot in computer science. Skills. Maybe, I don't know, your computer science, you guys code, you get a lot of stuff, skills you want you apply to. They will respect skills more than grade in computer science. Yeah. So you mentioned that fully funded doesn't cover. Yes, fully funded does not cover your flight ticket. You only cover your stipend when you resume. Yeah. Do Canada give application fee? Yeah. So Canada give application fee waiver. Yeah. Yeah. They do. Some more. Yeah. Few. Uh, So, but if you have like Erasmus, I think Erasmus, I think Erasmus or Chevron scholarships kind of, I think they cover, yeah, Chevron, Commonwealth, I think they cover your they cover your flight to the US. Even they cover your visa costs, everything. Yeah. And if you are lucky, you win Education USA OFE scholarship also. Same thing. Yeah, you can be awarded. Yeah, they can. Education can be for your flight and everything. Also, okay. Does Canada give up? I've answered that question. Which English type will be the best when applied to the US, Asian, and Europe? Yeah, IELTS. Yeah, just write IELTS or TOEFL. Sorry, IELTS. Yeah, that will be best. So IELTS is more acceptable. Yeah, across all regions. Sir, please give us where to apply for scholarship for the US or Canada, Australia. Where to? I don't understand that question. I can't give you where to. So let me ask that question. Okay, so let me go to the uh, uh does Canada waive IELTS? I don't know. Yeah, well, yeah, so Canada school waive it, but it's not common. Yeah, it's not that common. Yeah. So what's the question again? What is the chance of getting food for the in either Poland or Ireland? You have to search your food for the in Asian country. You have to learn how to search, ask questions, send it to the schools, this kind of stuff. Yeah. Mm. So 3 years count transcripts. Yeah, that's what affected me also. So I did 3 years also. So you are going to now attach your NDs. For me, I did ND, HND, PSC in Nigeria. So when I was applying, and for my HND, I entered 3 levels. So I only spent 3, 4, 5 in UI, which is 3 years. So when I was applying, I was putting the 3 years. Then I also added my HND, my ND transcript along with it. You understand? So I uploaded 3 transcripts. So they know that it's cover for that this my HND and my PSC cover for the rebellion. Yeah. Yeah, sure, sure. You can apply to even with the band and everything, you can apply. Yeah. You can apply even with the band, you can apply. Yes. Can we still apply to swear? Yeah, you can apply. I already answered your question. Thank you, sir. For Canada University, do we master first? Yes, if you are doing PhD, I think some of them require to have masters first. Yeah, if you are going for PhD, yeah. Most of them, not all. Yeah, maybe there's exception, but if you are going for masters, just apply for master. Yeah, master directly. So people that can write your letter of recommendation is like professors in your department, your supervisor, this kind of stuff. Uh, no, 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 no. I don't know. For Colin, right? Colin Ikeshuku, ASF don't have a platform. Yeah, I don't support publication like that. So when I was applying to the Biota, I don't have a publication also. My strong point was my first class and some research experience I have. That's what I package together. Yeah. So it's not everybody that's going to have application, but if you're going to Asia, application is very important. So for MSc robotic, it depends. It can be anywhere. A robot can be anywhere. Yeah. But me, I think I'll still pick another. Sorry, Itodo. When we are doing cold email, you ask a question. Jesus. Uh, so you have 4 years. Oh yeah, it depends. So it depends on life after school. You can go to Europe. You can go to Asia. You can go to Europe. You can go to Canada. Yeah. You can go to the US. Depends. 4 years old child. You can go to the US. Yeah. You can go to the US. You can go to any country. But some people say that once you have a large family, that one of the best country you can go to is Europe because of money. At least you can work and study, so it is easier for you to you know, make money to fund your family because you can work outside the school. Yeah. But if you don't really consider money like that, you can come to the US if you have admission in the US. Canada, I don't know. Maybe for few people. You guys can ask question though. A question, please. How best can you facilitate the way for some of us in the engineering space for publication to hit our internet scholarship? I don't know, to be honest. I'm very concerned I don't support prejudiced publication. Just talk to your advisor, your undergraduate advisor, you know, if he can publish your undergraduate project. Yeah. Yeah, European school give stipend, yes. Yeah, they do. They do. They give stipend, yeah. You guys are asking too much question. Yes. Let me answer those on YouTube, please. Which English test? So, like I think I already answered the question. Write IELTS. Please, sir, give us where to apply for. So for Australia, we are going to bring someone from Australia to come and talk to actually for Australia. Like I said, what I don't understand much, I don't talk about it. So, but I have someone already, a speaker that come and is currently doing this PhD in Australia. So he's going to come and talk to you guys. Australia is also very hard to enter. You are very required to have masters and a lot of research experience. What are the chances of getting fully funded in other Poland? I've already answered that question. I studied science and laboratory technology, that is SLT. Your chances is low if you study SLT, then you want to come and do engineering. It's low because you don't have any engineering background. I think the only course you do in engineering course is technical drawing. Yeah, if I'm right. Yeah, so you don't have any chance. Yeah, you're trying to apply to a course that have most of your courses that they have done most of your courses. You understand? Yeah, related to them. Yes, your course is related to them. So they check your courses. What is the benefit of having work experience really with the law? Yeah, work experience in your field matters. Work experience in your field. For example, if you're a computer science student and you have two, but you have a very you have very crazy AI skills, coding skills, a lot of that. Guy, you get admission, no? Because AI and machine learning is the father of the day now. Yeah. Ireland was a government scholarship. Ireland has a government scholarship. I think so. 60 awarded per year, usually between June. Okay, thank you so much for that. Oh, Okechi, thank you for that information. What would you advise someone only Asian in computer science? Yeah, do an evaluation of your computer science. Yes, Asian people, you guys might have a uh, lot of art way in applying to graduate school compared to people that have BSc because you have to do a evaluation of your result. You have to be applying to school that accept HND. I know someone that is using HND to study PhD in the US, at least more than 30 people. Yeah, but you have to prove to them that you want it, even though you have HND. Because most of these people, they know the meaning of HND in Nigeria. So because of that, it might be a blockage for you. Yeah, so let me ask a question. Hello, see, you guys should reduce the way you type in question, please. Huh? Uh, so Mandy, you can mute yourself and ask your question. You can ask question, no?
Hello, good evening.
Good
Good
evening.
evening, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, I actually dropped my question. So I was like, a situation where I studied electrical engineering as my undergraduate study, and I want to transit into avionics engineering. My undergraduate thesis, which is like my project, was more of just solar energy. So it was more like a legacy project to my department. Yeah, but my internship, which is my IT, was done in an airline because I've always had a thing for the aviation industry. Yeah.
Okay.
So currently, I am a graduate, a first class graduate, but because of NYSC, yeah, so I still went back into the aviation industry, but I still want to like do either masters or PhD in avionics engineering. So it's more like
Like
transitioning
avionic
from,
aerospace engineering.
sorry?
Aerospace engineering, right?
Yeah, aerospace
What do you study
engineering,
undergrad?
electrical engineering.
Yeah, you can get it. It's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Yeah, you
So I'm
can.
saying that how do I pull my SOP together? Because my thesis, I think it is needed for my SOP. It does not
No. So
correlate.
one thing that's very important is this. So that is why they call it research interest, not research experience, right?
Okay. Okay.
And that's why they call it statement of purpose. It's like something
Yeah.
you want to do. So as long as you can prove to them that I want to do this and this is the reason why.
Okay. Okay. So for and my CV, because I
So
know
I'm
people
sorry,
want to
Jared. Someone is saying something on the group about you that I'm laughing about.
about
So
me.
don't worry, it's like a joke stuff.
Okay. About for CV, how many pages is meant to, like, what's the standard? It will. That means I have to go and because I don't
So
understand why I will
if
have
you
to
have
bother.
3, 4, 5, 6 page CV, that's just like a job CV. So there's one between job CV and academic CV, very important. Most of you submit job CV instead of academic CV, and it
Okay, but
confuses them.
you're going to
So
drop your email later so we can send it to you. You know, you tell me what I can trash out from there that is not needed.
are you not in the group?
I just joined.
Okay, God bless you. So thank you guys. See, I can
Thank
stay for the
you.
next 75 hours of my life. I'm answering questions. I need to do something about my life today.
Thank
So
you,
thank
sir.
you guys. So next week, for those of you that want to do MBA, next week you might meet someone that yeah, I'm still trying. If not next week, you are still going to meet me when I'm going to talking about how to search for schools, what are the best ways to search for schools, and all and all and all and all and all like that. Thank you guys so much. I always want to use 1 hour, 30 minutes of your time, and I'll use it. Thank you. You guys can ask questions. You guys should be coming down. Huh? Okay? Yeah. I can't read all your questions. It's too much. Yes. Okay. Thank you. So for those of you that joined online, if you're on Twitter or you're on LinkedIn, you can just send me a message that, oh, I joined online. So in case our next webinar, I can still send you a direct message that, okay, we are having a webinar. If you want to join, just join. So you guys will not miss out. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for joining. Yeah, we are still going to be having a webinar almost every Saturday or Sunday for the next 3 months. Yeah. For the next 3 months or 2 months. Yeah, 2 months. Yeah. Depends on when the speakers are available. So, sir, what's our biochemistry scholarship program in China with the current? China also likes CGPA. I beg. They like CGPA. They are CGPA school, country. Thank you, guys. See you.